And we're back, teleporting in.
Is it
It
a
looks
hot
like she's
take?
teleporting.
Is she teleporting?
It looks like it.
I
What were
think
you
she's
saying?
just like reading her iPad. She's like watching Coco Melon on her iPad. But anyways,
Probably.
anyways, is it like a hot take? Because I was thinking about this today. Is it a hot take to say that the Game Boy's Advance's sound card is actually not that bad, and people are just kind of nitpicking?
Yes, because I'll disagree. It's pretty bad. The difference is we have a lot of really good composers who could mask it.
We have good composers, but I'm also thinking of like the Sonic Advance games, namely like 3 and Sonic Battle specifically. I like those crunchy ass voice samples. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that on the Super Nintendo. I mean, you probably could, but they didn't very much.
It's one of those things where what this is an equivalent to is much. It's like, okay, like to compare this with like the Game Boy. The Game Boy came out when the NES was still around, and the Super Nintendo was coming out, and its sound chip in comparison to those was either similar, it was kind of similar, maybe a little weaker, but it mostly sounded good.
Mm-hmm.
As long as composers work for it. Which the Game Boy Advance was much harder to do. I also think it's because the Game Boy Advance had way more licensed games on it.
Right.
Which meant that, the ratio of good sounding stuff was probably a lot worse.
Yeah, now that I think about it, like there was licensed games on like the NES and stuff, but like licensed games were at like their peak during like the 6th and 7th generation.
Yeah.
It's like every like kids show or like movie or whatever had to have a video game like tied to it every year on some platform. So, and we stopped getting like licensed games made by Capcom staff that worked on like the Mega Man games and stuff. We stopped getting that. We started getting like companies that were existing solely to be licensed game developers. So
yeah.
so we still got like really good licensed games, but I don't know. It kind of like lost some of its soul when I don't know. You had like some of the best in the industry at the time making DuckTales on the NES. I don't know.
Oh, those were the rare exceptions. Like most licensed games in the olden days were still just as crap. We just don't remember.
I guess, yeah.
Because that's like a time old enough before the internet where you were only going to hear about truly special games that were going to get a magazine review, and none of them were, outside of the occasional licensed game like, say, Aladdin or Toy Story that did some impressive things on their hardware.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, one of the random licensed X-Men games or Batman games that were bad at the time weren't going to get any recognition. I'm just
I guess, but I just feel like there's more stuff from the 80s and 90s, maybe more so the 90s, that was licensed, that is still like remembered as a classic to this day. Whereas in like the 6th generation, you got like stuff like Battle for Bikini Bottom and stuff that's like really well regarded. Spider-Man 2. Like those are the two big ones from that time. And then licensed games on the 7th gen onwards, like you'd get like a good one here and there, but it wasn't like, it's not something that
does Kingdom Hearts
necessarily count? I guess.
That's like the ultimate licensed game.
I just read something about
fuck
that.
This room, I just want to say. I hate this room. All these guys get rearranged when you blow them up. They like to go into the immediate path. It's annoying. Anyways, what were you saying?
No, by all means interrupt me to talk about the game, actually. But I was just saying, I just read something recently about someone at Disney being like, I don't know why I signed off on Kingdom Hearts. like back in the day, like they had an interview recently where they're like, I don't know why I did that. We wouldn't do that at all nowadays.
I mean, they had to somewhere. They have to keep signing it off, but I guess it's
But
already
no,
there. and it's a beast.
it's like an existing thing that is now like
That's
a
the second time
well-known
I did
part of
that.
their brand.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter here. I don't need a speed boost. I just thought that was funny.
You don't need the speed booster. It's just really cool when you use it, though.
We'll say that for item completion. But yeah, I feel like the ratio with licensed games being good and bad is probably the same in those two generations.
Probably.
You may
I
just
just
not
feel
have heard
like
as many.
yeah, I just feel like there's not as many that
Yeah,
people
I don't
generally
know.
talk about, but I don't know.
Because I feel like so much of it is destroyed by the media, and unless it was a game on the level of Spider-Man 2 where it was fully competent most of the way through, it was probably hated, even if it was something closer to like a 6 out of 10 where it's like, okay, they're doing something interesting here, but it's not for everybody, and they probably would have ripped that apart, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
Another mimic.
I always forget that these exist.
They're amazing. I wish they returned.
Yeah, I'm
Metroid
surprised they
item
aren't
mimic
in
is awesome.
Dread. I'm surprised they are not in Dread.
I know. It is surprising. Thankfully, though, once you got to like the end of the 360 generation, I think is when you reach the point where the only licensed games being made were like the big budget ones outside of the occasional kid crap
Yeah.
on like the Wii. But like, once you got like
Yeah.
the Batman Arkham games, I feel like the quality and care put into licensed games went up considerably.
Yeah. I'm also remembering, I think like a big one from the 7th gen was, Toy Story 3, because that's like, I see like clips of that online all the time, but that also reminded me on the 5th gen of consoles, the PS1 and stuff, we had, like the Toy Story games on there, and I think the first Toy Story game or something like that is very well regarded. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. I played.
And
actually
I just
not very
watch
good
a
games,
lot
but,
of like Cat Icarus and stuff, and he talks about everything PlayStation 1. So
You know what I can't believe we forgot to talk about in this?
what?
The Lego games. They're like the best licensed
Oh
games.
yeah, those are all licensed games.
Yeah.
Though I get Telltale was like, or no, Traveler's Tale. Sorry, was like the or was it? Is it Telltale or is it Traveler's Tale?
Traveler's Tales.
Yeah, Traveler's Tales. Were like even in the 90s and stuff, they were the kings of licensed games. I feel like. They did a lot of.
Yeah, they did Toy Story.
They
and
did
then,
the Mickey Mouse game on Genesis, I believe.
Maybe.
Because I know that the dev that worked on Sonic 3D Blast, who does that YouTube channel, he also
John
did,
Burton. He was the guy who ran Traveler's Tales the whole time.
Yeah, he did a video on the Mickey Mouse. I think Castle of Illusion is what it's called.
Yeah. Sadly, after he left Traveler's Tales, at like some point, I think after the 2010s. I think it's actually after Lego Dimensions.
That's
and
wild.
That failed. He started a new company, and their only project so far was a Funko Pop Lego Dimensions game, like the same
Oh, I remember.
thing.
Man,
like,
he really believes in that Toys to Life.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Like,
Emergency
man,
Sector
I bet
3.
your heart's in the right place, and you really believe in this, but like,
He's like, guys, just remember what it was like when the first Skylanders came out.
And then
It's a
second
gold
one,
mine.
and then the third one, and then the sixth one.
We don't think about those. Just the first one.
Yeah, games don't live forever.
And neither does John Burton.
He's still alive.
That's not like, don't read into that.
I think I want to read into that.
Anyway, so something is happening in the game right now.
Explosion time.
Oh no.
Adam is not happy right now.
You know,
Nope,
this,
no Ridley music in this.
I know it's like the purple and green suit that she's got on right now, but with the lighting, it kind of looks like her classic colors.
I'm pretty sure it's yellow without the lighting.
It's like greenish yellow.
A little bit mixed in.
It's like
between each other.
snot. Snot
Oh, yeah, that's
color.
like the one time you can run past a navigation room after going into a new sector. It's great.
Yeah, imagine if Adam fucking talked to you.
Also, look at that good design for the speed booster.
Wow, hold right to win.
Most people probably didn't.
Man, this game sucks. This is worse than Sonic.
That's not too hard to do.
Being
That's
worse
actually
than
very hard to
Sonic?
do. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah.
We hate that franchise, right?
Yeah, Sonic was never good.
Yeah.
Now watch this be the one video of ours that blows up. And people don't realize that we actually like Sonic. Oh, it's on the top. I think. Actually, I don't know. I think that one you might
I thought
have to do
about
a
trying.
Spark thing with the more.
If I can't find it like immediately, especially during a segment like this, it's like I'll just come back with a power bomb.
Gee.
The power bombs are just the X-ray scope for this game.
That's true. I didn't think about it that way. Though I never use the X-ray scope very often.
No, you probably use this power bombs.
Yeah, I did in the playthrough just because, like, the guide I was following used it just to show off the stuff, and I was, like, trying to make it feel like that, so.
I always use it, but I should probably stop because it does waste a lot of time. But I don't have Super Metroid.
It is, like, the worst of the 2D Metroids, like, scanning feature. Just because it stops you in your tracks. You don't like being stopped in a Metroid game.
I mean, for the slower pace of Super Metroid, I think it works beautifully. Honestly, I don't mind it at all.
Slower pace, but that's like one of the biggest speedrunning games ever.
Yeah, and if you jumped in that game?
Yeah, you go flying if you have you're holding the run button, and you jump off of a slope like it's a goddamn Sonic
Anyways,
game.
from Fusion onwards, Super Metroid's a slow game.
From Fusion onwards, yeah. I guess, compared.
Well, okay, it's faster
Well,
than Prime.
No, because, like, the speed run
Dude,
for
that was a
Super
sick
Metroid
dodge.
is faster than this. You say
That
that,
was, like,
every
pixel
time
perfect.
you dodge that thing. You do the
That
bare
was
minimum to
that was
dodge that
pixel
thing.
perfect.
Oh my god, it's the imposter! Bum 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 bum
Also
bum.
another sick dodge.
Bum.
Not as sick there. That thing shoots very fast, to be fair.
You know what they should add in the next Metroid game? Rocket jumping. Or missile jumping, I guess is what it would be in this.
I mean, Samus Returns kind of has that.
That's not what I mean. I mean, they should map aiming to the right stick so you have full freedom of movement and you can aim at the same time. And then you should be able to shoot the ground with a rocket and then launch yourself across the room.
I mean, you don't have to aim. You can already do that.
No.
Yeah, you can like aim up and down while running in that game in Dread.
Well, yeah, but you can't like easily on the fly while you're moving aim at the very back right of yourself. If you're running to the left, you can't aim back right while you're still moving left.
I feel like what would work better for Metroid is like you shoot the thing in front of you that you can then bounce off of, or you can add to your jump height. I feel like that'd be better for Metroid.
Well, realistically, what they would do instead is they would implement rocket jumping in the way I'm describing, but they would make it like a really challenging input, like wall jumping is. You have to be very particular about the order in which you do the inputs.
Right.
Which, in that case, it's fine, because that's very Metroid. You have to be very particular about the inputs. That's just Metroid in general, so.
For extra stuff.
But yeah,
I guess in the new games, even in the boss fights, those boss fight patterns are brutal.
And missile jumping would be extra stuff, optional for speedrunners. Listen, you could even make it to where you have to like shoot the missile at the ground and turn yourself into a morph ball in the short period of time that you have between shooting it and it hitting the ground or something. I don't know. Make it. I'm thinking of this as a speedrunner trick.
I mean, if you consider like using the slide to speed up the doors that you need to camouflage in front of, we kind of already have stuff like that with those kinds of tricks.
I know. I want more cool stuff in future Metroid games because we know that that's happening now. Don't ask why, but we know that that's happening now.
I have actually not heard about that, so.
Yeah, you have. Don't lie to me.
I've heard of like the next potential Metroid thing happening, but not.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. What did you think I was talking about?
We brought up like, I thought you meant like it was confirmed they were going to do speedrunning stuff. My bad.
Oh, no, I was just saying. I said I want cool stuff to happen in future Metroid games, which we know are happening. We know future Metroid games are happening. That's why.
If you're enough of a Metroid fan to click on this video randomly, I'm going to assume you've probably already heard about these leaks, so I don't feel bad spoiling it.
Probably.
I'm just not going to say the name of the project.
I'm just tired of leaks. I know maybe this isn't the place to have this conversation, but I am tired of leaks.
I mean, what would be the place?
I don't know. A game about plumbing.
We're not gonna do that.
All right. I'll be here all week, everyone.
Talking about why leaks suck, right?
Yeah. And also performing my stand-up comedy routine.
Ha ha ha.
I was gonna say you're not a very supportive friend, but I feel like if you were a comedian and you had a supporting friend, they would tell you if your joke sucks. So, you know.
I'm just trying to be real.
Yeah, you are. And I don't do stand-up comedy, so.
As long as you don't have pride in it, stick with your day job.
Born to be free, forced to wage slave.
Yeah.
Well, this conversation is derailed. What's
Are we
happening
born to
in the
be
game?
free because we're born in America, where wage slave is just expected. So are we really born to be free?
We are free because it says we're the land of the free in the song. So we're free. You bastard. That's un-American what you just said. I'm gonna report you to the local federal agency.
Local federal agency, all right.
Local federal agency.
Yeah, I'll just go to my local FBI office.
The Kool-Aid Man was here.
This is like the first time you even have that opportunity. This is the first time in the whole game you actually get to go back up here. If you try to go back up before, the elevator just doesn't work.
Yeah. See, I really, the linear makeup of this game is kind of challenging itself by kind of like mixing up the formula at this point in the game. Because, you know, you were on your way to do something, but then it's like, oh shit, something else is happening somewhere else. So you have to go. So, I don't know. I don't really get the complaints that people have of this not being super explorative, but like,
Well, to be fair, even when it does quote unquote open up, it's still
It still
railroaded.
is railroaded. That is true. But this still, to me, the way this progresses still is kind of normal. Like, there's not any opportunity, if at all, for like sequence breaking. But the way you progress through this as a casual is probably not too different than how you progress through Super Metroid as a casual.
Right.
So it's just like those hardcore fans, I guess. Oh my god, it's our friends? Maybe?
They're
From
very
Super
cute.
Metroid?
I like their sprites. I mean,
Continuity.
I fully understand the want to go back to the original systems.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just don't see it happening because it just doesn't feel like it. It just doesn't feel like all those tricks and sequence breaking was, part of the plan.
See, I'm not like.
It's so hard to
Also,
say.
that fucking walkway there.
Oh, I get stuck at that so many times.
I didn't realize it was a walkway. I just thought it was a weird part of the wall. I didn't even think about it.
Nobody did because it's the one time Fusion has something that out there to find.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you actually take a second and look at it, it does kind of look like a vent, and there is, like, an open hatch thing next to it. Oh, God,
Yeah, but
no.
nobody sees it.
Stay in there. Stay in there.
Oh, they'll be fine.
There are murderous... Oh, yeah, the baby. Yeah, the
So
baby. And now she's going to get infected by a monster thing.
No, I
That
think
takes
they'll be
their
fine.
that clones them and eats their essence and becomes them, replaces them. That sucks.
You got a little in depth there, really specific. You want to talk about it?
I'm not a replacement of Jelly from Crazy Jelly Commentaries. If that's what you're asking.
No, I would never ask that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to clarify, I am not a clone.
Yeah,
Anyways.
of course.
So, this Metroid series is pretty crazy, right? It's like trying to figure out what a commentary
did
is.
you know that clones are 10% more evil?
Is that a fact?
I think so.
Hmm.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to worry about it since you're not.
I wouldn't know anything about that because I'm not a clone.
Yeah. Of course.
I'm not a clone that possesses all the thoughts, memories, and personality of my host, but is 10% more evil.
Yeah.
Nah.
Of course not. Of course not.
I also am not like a parasitic species that wants to, invade everything. I'm just here.
Oh, perish the thought.
Yeah.
So that Metroid.
So this commentary episode has become strange. Oh man. Why is it really that hard to commentate on a Metroid game? I feel like every Metroid
No,
game
we just started
have to
the game.
tangent
We just
on
started
this.
the part not talking about Metroid, and now we're kind of thrown off.
I guess that's my fault then. I was trying to keep it kind of on topic because I was like, Game Boy Advance. This is a Game Boy Advance game.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. Wow, memories.
Yeah, and then we went on to license games.
So anyways, to go back all the way to that, the Game Boy Advance sound chip sucks. But there are some really talented composers, occasionally. The
It
only
does just kinda
major game
sound-
I can think of that had effort put into it, that had a bound soundtrack, was probably, I think one of the Castlevania Game Boy Advance games, and that's about it.
Oh,
So like
that's
anything from
surprising.
Nintendo themselves, it sounds fine.
That is very surprising because, like, I think of Castlevania, and I think of like some amazing music. Like that is like synonymous with that series to the point where all of the people that did remixes in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate every single one of them wanted to make a Castlevania remix, and that's why we have like 36 remixes of Castlevania songs in that game.
What was that? That's not important.
It's Mr. Spooks, the iconic Metroid villain.
Mr. X?
No, that's Resident Evil.
No, I thought those were those weird films.
That room, the music here kind of reminds me of the original Metroid title screen a little bit. I was just thinking about that. Bum, 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 bum. But like eerie and messed up.
I don't hear it.
Din, din. Whatever. It's also the Great Fairy Fountain theme.
I don't hear it.
The little plinks and plums don't sound like the fucking dun 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 dun.
No.
But messed up to you? Okay.
No.
Well, one of us can, like, you know, recognize music by ear, and one of us can't, so.
Says the one who played the entirety of Shadow Generations without realizing he was listening to All Hail Shadow.
Well, you want to know why? Because it sounds nothing like All Hail Shadow.
Sounds everything like All Hail Shadow.
No, because All Hail Shadow is a butt rock song, not a slow orchestral piece, so.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Mr. X. Ow.
That is almost half of my health gone in a single shot.
She got the freaking wave beam.
I think that is the first time you have to face the SAX, and there's no avoiding it.
Did that X-Parasite clone just eat that power bomb blast without even, like, unmorphing?
Well, sometimes some of the stronger X won't die to it. Power bombs are kind of weak.
Power bombs are made out to be the, like, strongest thing in Samus's arsenal.
Only another round.
I feel like they're pretty destructive in Super Metroid.
I mean, yeah. No, they don't really kill anything. Any of the stronger enemies, like, by the time you get them, they don't really kill much of anything.
Not true, I don't think. I don't know, they kill the freaking... The only things that they don't kill are, like, the stronger space pirates.
Some of those crawler jumping guys.
Well, yeah,
right,
they take,
so
like, 12
this room,
super missiles.
This room, we'll be coming back here later.
Are you not getting the item? Power bombs!
I hate this room.
Why?
Because you have to do some very tough platforming that requires precision with freezing and avoiding falling floors.
Crazy Armor of Crazy Jelly Commentaries fame disliking platforming? What?
Yeah.
No.
I don't like platforming games. I just like Sonic games.
He's a Sonic fan. Oh wait, 90% of Sonic games don't have actual platforming in them. That makes sense. Never mind, it tracks. Everyone carry on. Also, I just want to say we are really filling out the Sonic quota today.
You know, I never thought to check. I don't think that spot on the left has anything important or deletes anything.
It is strange that it opens.
I think it's just there to fake you out. Because you're supposed to get that with the power bombs, so you can hit the ceiling.
Haha.
No screw attack.
Screw attack. That is a reference to the Super Gaming Brothers.
I have not watched SGB that old before, so I don't get it.
But it's in his Metroid reviews. Surely if you watch those.
The new ones or the old ones?
The old ones.
Oh, I only watched the new ones.
Surely you've gone back and watched one of them.
No.
Surely he makes that reference in the newer ones too.
Maybe he does. But I don't remember it. I just watched the new ones. I'm like, well, he's replaced him.
Oh, so you do like remakes replacing the originals. I see. I understand.
If I didn't like the original.
Oh no. Something happened to the power in the facility.
I think in the case of Metroid, it's easy to say I did not like the original Metroid. But I do like Zero Mission.
Looks like this Metroid game's going off the rails.
Sequence break.
You see, I said that as if it's a reference to something, but it really isn't. Oh my god, Ridley from Super Metroid.
Uh-oh. I bet that won't
no.
come back to haunt us later.
See, we were talking about... I keep bringing this up more so. These creatures are fucking crazy looking. I love them.
You don't ever see him here.
I know.
One time you never see him.
And they don't even, like, directly interact with you.
The only way to kill him is if you get the wave beam or if you use the power bombs here. Also, I messed up.
Good job. Run, Samus, run! Oh. Bonked your little forehead.
Yeah, it happens. Power bomb everything.
I actually had a point to make about Metroid at one point, but I forgot.
That it's a great game. That's all you have to say.
It is. It's a wonderful game series. And that's all there is to say about it. You know what? I forgot you can just make it back to your ship at
If
this
you
point
save,
in the game.
well, you have to. This is what you're supposed to do. This is all you can do. Is go back to the
Yeah, I'm
ship.
saying I just forgot that
Oh.
you do this.
Yeah.
There's a lot I don't remember about this game. I need to replay it. I should just replay it tonight and then be prepared for all the future recordings.
Do you have a GBA or an analog pocket? Go for it.
Yeah, I do. And you know I do, so I don't know why you asked me that.